once again welcome back to your own YouTube channel, the Western Lingua, and your success is the culture. So today in this session we are just gonna to again continue pronoun. Actually today we are going to talk about the personal pronoun. In my previous lecture I have taught to you all about pronoun where it has been derived from, and what's the correct definition of pronoun, what's the history and the background of the pronoun, what was the history of the first person, second person, third person, and what was the background of you, thou, which is now a poetic term. So I have elaborated all that thing in my previous lecture, so you should must watch that video. I'll give you the link of that video in my description box, and from there you can do your concepts crystal clear, and that video will help you very much. So in this lecture we are going to cover the personal pronoun. So before starting this lecture, I'd like to recommend to you all that if you haven't watched my video of the case, so go to the channel and search that video about case introduction, because case is going to work over here very important. So in case I have told you all nominative, causative, genitive, or you can also say nominative, objective, or possessive. Actually possessive case is also called the genitive case, objective case is also called the accusative case, and nominative case is also called a subjective case. So let's start this video guys, and let's cheer up and stay tuned with Western Lingua. So personal pronoun. In my childhood, when I was in 5, I didn't get grammar. I was just like a scary pumpkin. I was just like a confused and vague girl who doesn't know about the pronoun. When my teacher come and about the whole grammar, when my teacher come and when he taught to me that about the pronouns, the singular verb, plural verb, about the pronoun, personal, then all things go like an aeroplane for my head. So I was not able to understand anything. But as the time is spent, as I came in class, 8, 9, 10, then I got something like serious, and then my father, who is a very good grammar teacher, he taught to me about all the other things, and he is a very good person, and he had taught about me about all the personalities, about all the grammars. Then I got to know about the grammar, and I also worked hard. But this personal pronoun was a very big problem for me in my childhood, because I didn't get anything to understand in this. I was like, when my teacher come and talk to me grammar, I was like sleepy girl. So now come to the point about the personal pronoun. Sorry. Personal pronoun. Do you know something about the personal pronoun? I have taught to you about the pronoun, about the history. Okay, but how does the word personal pronoun came into existence? Actually, personal pronoun came into existence due to the Theodore Strauss, who is also considered as the inventor, who has generated the pronoun, who has discovered the pronoun. He is also considered as the discoverer, who has discovered the personal pronoun. So personal pronoun came into use into 13th century from a Scandinavian source. And if I gonna to talk about the third person, that's the he, she, it, and its plural form is they. It also has been derived from the Scandinavian source. So now not going into deep inside that history, because if you'll go deep you will get obscure. So now personal pronoun. To understand anything, from the starting of my lecture, I am saying to you all that the 50% of the meaning is hid in the name of the topic. If you concentrate your mind over here, then you can get about 100% of the things from the topic, because and after that the 50% covers the rules of the grammar and all. So when I split the words personal, person plus a plus pro plus noun. So plus LAL plus pro plus noun, or you can also write it name. Now, if I remove this word AL, then only person remains. It means the pronoun which indicates persons is known as personal pronoun. And what are the persons? Like, first person, second person, third person, which I'll talk to you later. But let's understand it more with the help of example. Person means something. Person means what? Person means person. Plus pro. Pro means instead of. Instead of. And now noun means name. Now, if I write this word into sentence, like, one second. Person plus instead of plus name. Okay, so words which are used instead of name. It means words which are used instead of name. या आप इसे persons भी लिख सकते हैं. words उतना है आप लोगों को समझाने के लिए मैं यहाँ पे persons लिख देती हूँ. Okay, so I write over here person. Persons which are used instead of name. So by splitting this word personal pronoun, I got the meaning persons which are used instead of name. Now just clear about what is person over here. So keep it in your mind that the persons which are used instead of name, so I'll write over here persons which are used instead of name. Persons which are used instead of name are called personal pronoun. No, are not called personal pronoun. Persons which are used instead of name. So here, if I going to talk about the persons, then it is very much important to see about what's the first person, what's the second person, and what's the third person. So for this particular child, will focus on the word persons. So persons, first, second, and then third. So now, actually my graph is not good. If you are making the your notes, then you can use the scale and pencil over there to make it very properly and in very neat and clean manner. And yeah, whenever I am teaching to you all, I am from my starting of the video, I am saying that you must make notes at least. If you are preparing for the SSC, CGL, or SSC, CHSL, then it will help you. And just like if you'll make the notes, then when I will conduct the session of error detection, vocabs and sino-ento, and after that close test, comprehension, then it will help you. And now just come to the point. Here I'll write singular number, and here plural number. Okay, so first, second, third. Okay, sorry, it's one extra column over here. person. First person. Let's understand the first person first of all, and then second, and then third. First of all, first person. First person. First person means speaker. Second person means listener. And third person means the topic. Now let me understand you with the help of some examples. First person speaker, second person listener, third person the topic. When I am teaching to you all, I am speaking to you. I am talking to you about the personal pronoun and you are listening. So here I am going to be the first person who is speaking to you. Here you are the second person who is listening my voice, who is listening my lectures, and here personal pronoun is going to be the third person, which is the topic which we are going to talk about. Now, if let's take some more example to simplify that first, second, and third. Again, you know, when the time of elections come, some leaders come to you and come to your villages, come to your towns, and they do give me vote. I'll do this. I'll do this. I'll do this. When they are giving their, speech, when they are delivering their speech, he is the first person because he is speaking to you, and the audience and the people who are sitting in that, at that function, at that program, in which the leaders come and they do promises, and when I will win, I'll do this, and you are listening their promises. Then you are the second person. Speaker is first person is the leader, second person are the audience who are listening to the leader, and third person is the topic. Suppose that leader is talking about the development. So development is going to be the third person over here. It means it is the topic. It is the topic which he is talking about. Now, the first person is the speaker, second person is the audience, so first person is the leader who is doing the promises, and when you will come on the ground, when you come with the reality is nothing on the ground. They just do the promise and they just go. And when they sit on their chair, when they get their crown of the CM, they just like they sit in the AC and they take the sleep. And the third person is the topic to whom I am talking about. Let's take one more example. Suppose I am here and one friend is standing over here in my front. So I am saying to her that, Ria, I like Richa very much. Ria, I like Richa very much. Ria, I like Richa very much. So here, I is what? I is the first person because I am saying that Ria, I like the Richa very much. So here, I am the speaker. It means I am the first person. Ria is the second person because she is listening whatever I am saying to her, and Richa is going to be the third person because I am saying that Ria, I like the Richa very much So Richa is the topic over here. So I think that your all doubts about the first, second, and third person is clear. Now come back to the point about the singular number, about the plural number of this. Now, first person in singular is I. And when it comes into the plural, it changes into we. Second, singular number you. I have told to you all that you was called ye, and it was written as ye in 13th and 12th century. Now in plural number it is also like you. Third person is he, she, and it. Sorry, it, right? It. And when it comes into the plural number, it's just like what? It's just like they. Now, first person singular number I, first person plural number we, second person singular number you, second person plural number you, third person singular number he, she, it, and third person plural number they. So, I, you, he, she, it is the first person, second person, third person of the singular number, and if we talk about the plural, then we, you, and they is the first person, second person of the plural number. Now, you know, we use he, she, it. Now, let's talk about the verb. About the words, the verbs are used with when. So, he, she, it is a singular number. So, it is definitely clear that we are going to use singular verb with it. Because you cannot say, he are the boy, he are the boy, she are the girl, it are the table. Is it okay to say? And if yeah, some drums say, then they are, you know, something like I cannot say. So, he, she, it, we use is. Just like he is a boy or he are boy, she is a girl or she are girl. Again, it is a table or it are table. You can compare which is more appropriate and which is grammatically correct. Now, they. Now the plural number they. If I talk about they, then we use what? We use is. We use is with they. Am I right that we use is with they? Am I right? No. I am not right. I am definitely wrong. You can see, ma'am, you are definitely wrong. How you can do this kind of mistake? Now, with they use are because it is a plural number. If I'll say these girls, these girls, these girls, is it appropriate? And is it grammatically correct? No. When I say they are the boys, they are the girls, then yeah, it is definitely correct. Now, you and second person, singular number you and plural number you. We use singular, in plural we use are, right? But in singular we have to use is. In singular number we have to use are. Can you compare? And one question can arise to your mind that, ma'am, why we use in plural number are? It is correct that we are using are in the plural number of the second person. But ma'am, why we are using are in the second person singular number with you? We should use is. So it is a long mystery. It is a long, interesting part of the language, because it is not the part of the grammar, it's the part of the language. So in my next session, when I'll complete the chapter of the pronoun, then I'll make add a very nice session on this, that why we use are with you in singular number. And it's going to be very interesting, guys. So, but for now, for making your rules and regulations, you can also keep in your mind that we use are with you, whether it is in the plural number, whether it is in the singular number. Because if you will say you is a boy, you is a girl, no, it's not good. You are a boy, you are the girl. You are a boy, you are a girl. Okay. Now, you don't worry, I will make a very strong session on this. Now the first person singular number I and first person plural number we. So we use are with we, or we use is with we. Can you differentiate that we use is or are? Is this correct that I am writing are over here? Some students will say yes and some will say no. To those who say no, I'd like to tell you that if we use we because it is a plural number and you cannot use a singular verb with the plural number, right? So for example, you cannot say we is enjoying. We is enjoying. Just a nice sentence, you know. What a nice sentence. I'm saying we is enjoying. But it's wrong. We should say we are enjoying. We are enjoying very much, mom. We is enjoying very much, mom. Which is more clear to you all, which is more appropriate. We are enjoying, mom. That's the more appropriate. And now, let's come to I. You know, I think that I is a very, funny fact of the grammar. Now, here, you can say, ma'am, we can use up there. You know, when I was small, then my father told me, when my father told me that we can use only am with I. Like, I'm a girl, I'm a boy, I'm 19 years old. So, when you know, but this is very interesting fact, then someone asked to me, can you use is with I? Can you use is with I? Can you tell we can use is with I? Then I said one example, that word, I is a vowel. I is a vowel. Then a whole class started laughing to me. But yeah, it's correct that I is a vowel. We can use is with I. So now, if the matter comes about the singular number of first person I, then here I like to tell to you all that in present tense, it's going to be too long and I'm not able to write over here. So in present tense it is understandable to you all, and in past tense. In present tense we use in present tense in present tense, so first of all understand the past tense. In past tense, we use what? We use the plural verb. Plural verb. Just like, we use was. We use was. So, just like you can say, I was there last night. I was there last night. I was playing in the ground. I was sleeping at night. I was running in the field. I was eating my milk. Not eating my milk, it's eating my meal. So here you can clearly see that we are using was if I is used in the past. Because here if I translate into Hindi that I was not there last night. I was not there last night. मैं उस रात वहाँ पे नहीं था या थी. था थी. तो जब आपका यहाँ पे था या थी आए तो आप definitely you can understand that when the word था and now as we have talked about as we have talked about the past tense, we use the singular verb. Now if I is used as present, then we can use only one, that's the have. So now let's do these things more simplified and let's understand it more clearly, because here it's too much horse to make you understand, and when the things are written clearly, then it is very much easy to understand each and every aspects of the any subject. So now, first person I. In singular number, so we use, if I is in past, so we use was, and if I is in present, we use have. That's the plural verb, and was is a what? Was is a plural verb, right? No, was is a singular verb. Now we. Simply, we is a singular number, first person. So we use are. Second, you. In both singular and plural we use, sorry, it's not, it's you. We use are. So here I like to write in the bracket, in both cases, whether it is singular or plural, we use are. You in both cases, whether it is singular or plural, we use are. Now he, see, it. He, see, it. In he, see, it, we use singular verb, that's is. In singular number. Third person singular number. And now they. Third person plural number. We use are. We use have. Just like are. They are playing in the ground. In present we use are, and in past we use, in both cases we use are, we use have. So they are playing in the ground. They have completed their homework. उन्होंने अपना homework कर लिया. वो लोग ground में खेल रहे हैं. So that's the example of, about all the things that, these are the first person. This is the second person, and these two are the third person. So I now hope that this is clear to you all. So if it is clear to you all, then you can make your definition by your own. Then the pronoun which indicates the three persons is known as personal pronoun. Now the pronoun which indicates the three persons are known as personal pronoun. So here I have make you understand the meaning of the person. It means the persons which are used instead of name. Just like you can say, Kavya is a very good girl. She is very intelligent. So here, instead of using name, I am using person. And she is what? She is the third person singular number. So I hope that's clear to you all. And now let's move to the another rule of the personal pronoun. So stay connected with Vista Lingua. After completing all the parts of the personal pronoun, now let's come back to the pronoun of case. So when I was teaching you case, I have told to you about case, nominative, vocative, and possessive, and objective. So here they are. You can also say nominative case as subjective case, objective case as accusative case, and possessive case as genitive case. Nominative case. So first of all, after doing all the things, making you understand, first of all, it is very much important to understand the word case. So case. The case is that part of the grammar which shows the relationship of the noun with the other words of the sentence. Again, case is that part of the grammar which shows the relationship of the noun with the other words of the sentence. Now, nominative case. So, case is divided into 4 parts. Here I am just reminding you. Okay, I am not explaining the whole chapter of case. Nominative, vocative, objective, and that's the possessive case. Nominative case. The case which denotes the subject of the sentence is known as nominative case. For example, Dinkar wrote many poems in Hindi. Here Dinkar is subject. Next, objective case. The case which acts like an object is known as objective case. For example, he helped Priyanka. Priyanka is object. Now vocative case. The case which is used to call someone is known as vocative case, but here it is not in use, so we cannot say, so we will not learn more about the vocative case. Now possessive case. The case which shows the ownership, leadership is known as possessive case. Now come back. Nominative case I. In objective case it changes into me, and in possessive case there are two aspects of the possessive case, that the possessive adjective and the possessive pronoun. In possessive adjective you can write my, and in possessive pronoun you can write mine. There is no use of mine in this case. There is no use of mine in this case. So here mine is possessive adjective, but when you will say this books belong to this book, the book of mine, so here it is a possessive pronoun. Now we are the daredevils. We are the daredevils. So here daredevils in we is a nominative case. Us, let us enjoy. So here let us enjoy in us is objective case. Now in possessive adjective, in possessive case or in possessive adjective we use are, but in possessive pronoun we use ours. Now nominative case you. In nominative case you remains the same in objective case, but in possessive adjective it changes into yours, and in possessive pronoun it changes into yours. Now he. On nominative case he, objective case him, possessive case his, and possessive pronoun his. Now you can clearly identify that in each and every verse of the possessive pronoun we are just adding is. So here one question arises, and it is very common to arise in a mind, that ma'am, why we are not putting s in his also? So if we put double s in his, then it will become his, and his is a sound, hissing sound, just like snake do na hiss. That it is that type of sound, so it will become wrong. So we will only use his. So if you are reading a book, then if it is a good book, then it will write in a note that his remains same in the both cases. Now see objective case her, and in possessive adjective changes into her, and in objective in possessive pronoun it changes into hers. Now nominative case it, objective case it, possessive adjective its, possessive pronoun it is not in possessive pronoun. Okay, we not use its or it in possessive pronoun. Now they, nominative case, objective case it will change into they, and in possessive case it will change into their, and in possessive pronoun it changes into this. Now let's move ahead on the next part of the pronoun, and after that we're going to learn about the rules. So stay connected with Western Lingua.